It's amazing that one sense can affect them all. When you listen to something and you tingle or you feel something or you think of something, when music is really, really, really good, it'll affect all your senses and you'll have something unexplainable. My name is Brendan Duffey. I'm a mixing and mastering engineer and occasionally a music producer. And we are here at my studio, Brendan Duffey Audio, in beautiful Jupiter, Florida. As far as mixing and mastering and Atmos go, I've worked with Sheryl Crow to Bruce Dickinson to Kendrick Lamar, Milton Nascimento, have a very eclectic group of clients. It does suck you in. There is a part of music that's sort of all-encompassing in your life because as a role of an audio engineer, you also get to sort of be a part of large creative processes that can take you to a magnitude you never expected. That is a drug that can be very dangerous for time. You'll never leave the four walls, you know? Music's just always been something I've connected with. It was always sort of mine in my family. Everybody just appreciated music. I wanted to work with it. I really think my career took a different path. I stopped looking at the internet. I stopped listening to references and I started just doing it my way myself because then you're in your own creative bubble and you're not trying to integrate ideas that aren't yours. Your perspective can jar you to one side or the other. You know, you're always going to have that bias of the record you grew up listening to will always be better than the record you did, which is ironic because I'm remixing some of the records I grew up on, and it's been this really big juxtaposition. I know the records so well that when I first touched the mixes, they almost came out exactly the same. The artist said, no, I want you to do something different. And that was really difficult to pull me out of my own head. I've done a couple of the records now and I'm really proud of how it came out. When picking gear for mastering or mixing, I'm looking for something that one is easy to use. It's not over complex. The ergonomics, the layout is easy. I can do it with my eyes closed. Sound-wise, as many options as possible. If you're gonna invest a lot of money in something like the iron, which is worth every penny because with all the options that are laid out in that specific way, you have like 20 or 30 different types of compressors. And a lot of the equipment I use from SPL is like that. The PASIC is something I use on everything, and I just like it because it's my close my eyes EQ. I can click stuff and the way it's laid out in the circular format is just very easy to use and there's no mystery to the device. It gets what I want. I want to have stuff in a compact space that does everything very well and gives me options on the fly. So I can use, you know, the iron or the PASIC to do really dramatic sweeps on things very quickly. So I can go through a number of different options. And even, of course, with the Hermes, I can do different setups. Let's see it in different order to see how the equipment works with each other. So just having that ability to do it on the fly very quickly and, you know, not need a patch bay has been something that really increases my workflow. The PASIC I'll use in tracking too. Instead of high pass filter, I'll use the shelving, add a little air to vocals or, you know, some 4K bite to guitars. The PQ, I think, is the mother lode of EQs. It's one of the originals. Everything's automated on it. The most powerful EQ ever made. Each band has a specific way it affects low end or high end. So the first band is really good for very puffy low end. The second band is very good for punch, and the high end on it is just brilliant, and you can really push it because it's got so much headroom and it's super quiet. It's just a beautiful piece of machinery that I don't think will ever leave my rack. You have 5 bands of parametric EQ. If you can't do it with that, you probably need to recall the mix. So I have the Mercury, one of my favorite options for D to A coming out. I love the fact that you can switch it for the DBFS. Basically use that as a trim of whether I want to listen to on my stuff off my computer like YouTube, or I've got an outboard CD player still. My Xbox is attached to it. The DMC, of course, is the heart of everything. It is the first equipment that gets turned on and the last off. It's my mini console. It's just the best utility in the studio. It does pretty much everything I need. Headphones, has output for metering, has every control. And of course, it interfaces with my MC16, which is great for, I do a lot of Atmos mixing and mastering, so of course that's an easy integration. Gives me great monitor control. And my beloved routing system, the Hermes, gets used every day, whether it be mixing or mastering or tracking. It's always on. Every day I use SPL. There's not a single day that I'm not turning on the SPL gear to use it. I have had some of this gear for over a decade. Whatever I'm doing, I'm pretty much using the SPL gear. It's the gear I love.